So, have you ever been undoing a bolt with a ratchet and it's that little bit too tight to undo by hand, so you've got to use the ratchet still? And in fact it's been quite tight, so you've got quite a big ratchet like this one on it, and it takes a while. And it feels like it's really hard work to undo this bolt, even though you could almost undo it by hand. And there's a reason for this, and there's a reason for why you should use a small ratchet once you've cracked it off, and then the large one to sort of do it up or to loosen it. So you should start off with large and go to small. Why is this? Well, actually it's something to do with the pendulum effect. So if I take this long ratchet here, and it's a very long ratchet, it's the longest 3/8 inch ratchet snap-on do, put it on here and swing it naturally, you'll see that it takes quite a long time for it to swing. And this is because pendulums, which this effectively becomes, have a natural period depending on their length. So the longer the pendulum, the longer the swing. If we go to the next smallest one, which is still quite a long ratchet, you'll see it swings that a little bit quicker. The next one down swings that bit quicker again. And then this really stubby gear wrench ratchet here swings really quickly. So when you're undoing your bolt, it wants to swing at that speed anyway, so it's quick to undo. Whereas when you use the long ratchet, you're constantly pushing against its natural tendency, its natural resonant speed. Because if there were a vacuum, and if this was a perfect bearing, which is, of course is not, it's the cable tie, but if this was a perfect bearing and there was no air resistance, this would naturally swing forever, and it wants to swing at that speed forever. If you want to swing it faster or slower, you have to exert a force constantly against the mass of the object, the mass of this ratchet. So when you have the smaller ratchet, it naturally wants to swing much quicker, so it's therefore quicker to undo the fastener.